Good morning. Uh, I have a rather longish class today on the research methodology. I have already sent you some PDF copies of a book chapter which gives you some idea of how to analyze the material which you collect after you have done your surveys, meaning the analysis part. But those pages primarily explain the quantitative method of analysis, meaning counting the number of answers and then classifying them in terms of numbers. That's the quantitative method. So you might find that a bit difficult, but don't be alarmed, because we have to some extent try to understand the difficulties, but at the same time do a simple analysis out of the surveys that you have done. And the analysis which at the preliminary stage, we have decided that it will be both quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative analysis needs a little bit of mathematical understanding, which is at the preliminary level, it's okay, but at a higher stage, you need a special knack of being able to do it. So I would prefer you to read those pages which I have sent you to understand the methods of quantitative analysis. But I don't expect that you will be able to apply that to the fullest. I would rather prefer you to think more qualitatively, which I will come to presently. But let me first make you understand the quantitative methods. I've told you, after you have done the survey, you will need a unit, or every unit could be the words used by those people, the answers that they have given. They could be in quantitative analysis. You will, at this particular time with your surveys, you will be depending on their statements. But there could be other methods also of quantitative analysis, meaning suppose you are taking a scene from a television drama or something, or from a film. So that could be, the scenes could be one of the units. At the moment, you need to understand that you are doing more a social science analysis. You are not really, in the true sense, analyzing the media. Maybe one of you who have been dealing with fake news, you could be dealing with directly with the media, but the others are directly collecting material from society, meaning from people in outside, which is more a social analysis. But the method is same. Whether you collect from the media or you from the society, you will have to employ a method of analysis which could be quantitative, which could be qualitative. Now, we are learning the methods of analysis. The collection of material through the survey, maybe it could be from the media or from the society itself. Strictly speaking, all media students should have taken a subject which is related to media, analyzing, say from a scene or a serial from the television, or a web serial, or maybe from the newspapers. It could be that way. I mean, maybe later when you do a full-fledged research, you do your subject may be a media related. But at the moment, to make it more simple, let us also remain where you are, meaning whatever you have already started on, and try to implement the methods of analysis. Now, try to read those pages which I have given you, which gives you the outlines of a more detailed quantitative analysis. But I would rather go more now into the other forms of analysis, which I have been talking about. In the earlier class, I have talked about one method, meaning the semiotic analysis. We will now try to go more into the other parts. These are all quantitative analysis, rather qualitative analyses. We will go into the other parts of ideological kinds of analysis. It could be Marxism, it could be psychological analysis, it could be sociological analysis. All these are different methods which are adopted by researchers to analyze the data that they have collected. The data could be collected as your simple method of a questionnaire. The data could be directly taken from the media, the different news that has appeared, or different pictures that are or serials that are shown in the television. It could be from the film. So it could be any material could be the real data, and on that you apply a method of analysis which should be a combined method of quantitative and qualitative methods. Quantitative, I told you, it should be a numerical method of analyzing things. Some of the details are in the PDF copy which I've given you. And of course, there is one separate chapter on the quantitative analysis in your Arthur Berger's book, which I have given you already. Look into that. You will be able to understand how difficult it can be for people who are not very mathematically minded. But then you need to try and understand, at least give an idea what quantitative analysis is. And then the qualitative part is also, it's not easy, but it should be more attractive for you. Being humanities or media students, social science students, you'll be able to understand more the qualitative part of analysis. So today, in the next installment of my video, I'll talk about the other two major methods of qualitative analysis. I've already told you about the semiotic analysis part, which is more common with the visuals, analyzing visuals like television, art, then films. And let us also try to understand a little bit of the other forms of qualitative analysis, meaning the ideological analysis like the Marxian analysis, or the psychological analysis, or the sociological analysis. Those are the three parts which I'll try to do in the next phase of my video. Let's take a break and come back again.